They say success is loud, but true power often whispers. For years, I preferred to keep my volume low. My name is Liam. And this is the night that quiet whisper became a roar. I was at a high-end restaurant in Beverly Hills, sitting with my friend, Chloe. I drive a beat-up 1990s Honda Civic. I figure you learn a lot about people by how they react to an old car in this kind of neighborhood. Chloe had just told me, Liam, seriously, you haven't updated that Civic since college. You could buy and sell this entire block now. I just shrugged it off. It gets me where I need to go. That's when Brandon Thorne spotted me. Brandon, old money, arrogant, runs his family's luxury car dealership chain. He stopped right by our table, his face twisted into a smirk. Well, he drawled. If it isn't Liam Peterson. Still driving that ancient piece of junk, huh? I actually thought that was the valet's car. His friends just snickered right along with him. He just kept going, bragging about his business. My dealership chain moves more luxury cars in a week than you've probably seen in your entire life. You'd think you'd finally trade up. It's not a good look for the neighborhood. I didn't say much. But he thought he was the king of the world, and that was his first mistake. See, Brandon didn't know it, but his father's Thorne Auto Group had been bleeding money for months. His real deal he was rushing off to. It was with a massive tech conglomerate looking to acquire struggling auto groups to integrate new, cutting-edge software. My company, DriveSense AI, was that software. And that conglomerate? They were my silent partners. The next morning, I drove that old Civic straight to the corporate headquarters of Thorne Auto Group. I saw Brandon, dressed in his perfect suit. He came rushing over, completely confused. Liam. What are you doing here? Did you finally get a job application through? I ignored his question and shook hands with the two serious-looking executives waiting by the entrance. Then I turned back to Brandon. Brandon, I said, keeping my voice level. Last night, you mocked my old car and questioned my success. You talked about real deals. Well, this is it. I pulled out my sleek tablet. On the screen was the signed merger agreement. The banner read, Acquisition complete, DriveSense AI acquires Thorne Auto Group. Brandon stared at the screen, his face draining of color. He could barely whisper, You bought my company? Not your company, Brandon, I corrected him. My company. And since I'm the CEO of the acquiring entity, that makes me your new boss. I didn't let him speak. Seeing as your entire management strategy has been bleeding the business dry, my first act as CEO will be to restructure the entire executive team. I looked him straight in the eye and delivered the final blow. That means you're out. Effective immediately. You can collect your personal belongings from your office, and HR will be in touch regarding your severance. And tell your friends, their positions are also being re-evaluated. I turned my back on him. I had actual work to do now. They say money talks. But sometimes, it just needs a quiet whisper, a well-timed signature, and an old Civic parked right out front, to make the loudest statement of all.